Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike, and today I want to talk to you about the Haslab Razor Crest project. Today is the last day you can order this thing, so if you don't order it today, then you're not going to be able to get it any other way than to order it from secondhand from somebody that bought it today and waited a year to get it. But I'm going to talk to you about what this project is. I'm going to kind of refresh. There's a lot more stuff that is going on with it. But yes, it ends today, probably about 10 o'clock tonight, depending on your time zone. So if you want one, you got to get in on it. We're going to talk about this. It's coming up. So first of all, I just want to talk to you about what this project is, what Haslab is. And Haslab is a crowdfunding section of Hasbro where you pay upfront a year in advance, and then they give you a dream project, which this dream project is the Razor Crest. Now, it's going to cost $350, and for my situation, for tax-wise, after tax, it's about $381. Now, this thing only needed 8,000 backers. It's at almost 22,000 backers, has unlocked every tier of the extras that they're going to throw in, so it's becoming a better and better value. So definitely, if it wasn't a value like a month and a half ago, it might be a value now. But as of this recording, there's about 13 hours left to get in on this project. Now, since my last video that I made talking about the Razor Crest, we've gotten painted pictures, and I have to admit, I'm impressed with the paint. I think it's a really well painted item, and you really don't know, looking at the grayscale prototypes that we were looking at before. But now looking at this, I'm like, wow, it looks good. I was kind of hoping for vac metallized, but if the paint still looks this good, it's definitely worthwhile. I really do like it. You're not getting just bare plastic. You're getting quite a bit of paint, an excellent looking vehicle. I'm actually more impressed with it now that I see it painted, and I like it more. So there's quite a bit of detail they put into this, and there's removable panels and stuff. You're about to see in a little bit all of the removable panels, how removable it is. But when you see, you can pull parts of the engine cover off and actually see the engine detail. That's outstanding. On the inside, you can see like cargo holding net, ladder, just a ton of stuff in there that is detailed, and it's all painted really well. So very good. I know they did similar type stuff with the sail barge project. Now, the cockpit itself is highly detailed also. It looks exactly like it did in the show, and there's a lot of detail that they went down to it that I think they did a good job with. And there's a lot of paint to it and a lot of realism to it. So great job. Looks like there's even plastic in the, like a plastic front window, which I didn't even notice before. And we're going to get to talking about exclusive figures and stuff, but you do get, of course, a Mandalorian and a Baby Yoda with this, so it looks pretty good. You'll probably never open that Baby Yoda because the card back looks so good, but we're going to get into that here a little bit. Here's another angle of the cockpit, and it looks great. And you could display it with the canopy, without the canopy. I'm not sure if you could display it with an opened canopy. That's something I didn't quite notice. But still, anyway, it looks good. Here's another angle of this showing more removable stuff, more panels or sections that could be taken away. You could pull off of it. You also see the ramp and how you have the struts with the ramp, and I don't think it actually has the auto lowering feature like we had with the Millennium Falcon, where you push a button and it auto lowers. That would have been outstanding if we could have had that, but again, there's only so much they can put into a project at a time. And then here's all the panels pulled away, pretty much everything you can pull off of this guy, and that's quite a bit. There is so much there. You can see the detail on the inner parts of the panels. You can see that you can take the top of it off, remove the canopy and all of that. So pretty interesting how much stuff's going into this. It's definitely something they're going a little bit above and beyond. A lot of people wonder if this was at retail, would they have done this much? Would they have gone into this much detail? Who knows? Now that it's a Haslab, they could go all out. So they already said they were going to include the Mandalorian figure. This is going to be an exclusive figure because it has a soft goods cape. It has a soft goods cape so that it can fit in the cockpit. And you will not get a soft goods other release than this. I don't think it's going to have a card back. They have not shown it on a card back. I don't know, is it going to come in a baggie? Which I think is strange. I would have loved to have had it on a card back. But I do think they expect everybody to put it in their Razor Crest. And so I guess they're encouraging you to display it in your Razor Crest. But anyhow, I would have still liked it on a card back. Now, the first unlock, so this is the first unlock, is this escape pod, which a lot of people said that they were going to make the escape pod anyway. No, they wouldn't have. It would have just been a detail that was etched in, and they would not have gone to make an entire removable escape pod. So the next unlock is this Baby Yoda. The thing about this Baby Yoda, or the child, is you get the pram, or you get his vac metalized baby carriage, and it looks great. In this day and age, you don't get very many vac metalized items, and so really outstanding that they're going to go above and beyond and vac metalize this thing, make it super shiny, and it's probably one of the more prized pieces in this. I think it's the best unlock, the best extra they're throwing in. Looks outstanding. So the next unlock or extra throw-in that they're including is 4 carbonite pieces. These are like the prize pieces. These are his bounties. And they showed these in the movie, or this TV show, I'm sorry, early on. And I kind of figured they'd put them in, and they did. It's cool that they did it. I really like that they did it. So there they are. So reminiscent of Empire Strikes Back. The next unlock was a stand, which in my opinion, you really need a stand for this thing if you're going to display it. I mean, it displays okay, like it's landed with its landing gear, but it's kind of a flight takeoff stand. And in this stand, it's kind of angled a little bit, so it looks very realistic in flight, in motion. I don't have any stand pictures that are actually of the painted item in it, but anyway, I start to wonder how much of this did they modify to include the stand. Did they already have those holes in the bottom where the stand kind of plugs in? Was that already there? Or did they change that once they decided to put a stand in? The last unlock is an off-world Jawa Elder. That's something that kind of surprised me that they'd throw it in. Like, here, have a Jawa. Which is cool. Makes me think they are, of course, going to make another Jawa. This is just going to be a different version that you could only get on this in this set with this card back and the accessories included, I guess. But it's cool that they're including it, and heck, it's another $13 value added to your set. When you step back and look at it, all these extras are really good. It's great that we're putting all this extra stuff in there. We're going to get a lot more value for our money, so it looks pretty good. Some would argue that like a stand should have already been included. That shouldn't be an unlock. I understand that argument. And with the escape pod, a lot of people felt like that was going to be done automatically. Anyway, it was the first unlock. But when you look at it, you get a Mandalorian figure, Yoda, off-world Jawa, and all this other stuff. Pretty good value. Now, as for the box, I don't know if this is the actual box. I've found a picture, but I don't think we've actually seen the real box, the real packaging that it comes in. But anyway, this is close enough. We'll see at the end if this really is the box, but I thought this was a mock-up. First time I saw it, it looks a little bit like a mock-up, but of course, they're not going to show you the actual box. I don't have it yet. The thing is, with the Cell Barge, they had the box. That was like halfway through. It was a big deal. Here's the box. So I kind of liked that. We're not quite seeing that with this thing, but here it is. This is the closest thing we're going to get. Now, I do want to point out, I am surprised they went with a modern ship from modern Star Wars, but it is what's popular right now, and definitely fans are choosing with their wallet. They're voting with their wallet. They voted for this thing, and it's great. I'm glad so many people are excited, and if they were to have done like a sandcrawler, look how much bigger the sandcrawler should have been than this project. That would be a huge sandcrawler to make it more to scale. So how big is it, you ask me? Well, for those of you who think size matters on this thing, it is 20 inches wide, 10.5 inches tall, and 30 inches long. So that makes it almost as long as a Legacy Millennium Falcon. And the Legacy Millennium Falcon is massive. So I think the Legacy Millennium Falcon is like 33 inches long or something like that. They say over 2.5 feet on that thing. So it's going to be a relatively large ship. It's going to be pretty big, and they are charging a hefty price point for it. The $350. Now, there are other places you can get it. You can check around, but I know some people can get it from Savvy. I think that it's pronounced Savvy. Thanks in the comments, guys. But if that's in the UK, overseas, depending on where you live, just check around. You type it into a search engine. There's a lot of different places that are helping carry it as affiliates. But in the US, going through Pulse is the best way and the cheapest way to get it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick summary and reminder that today is the last day, and you have, by now, the time to upload's about 12 hours to get in on this thing if you want it, or you'll have to buy it secondhand off someone else for double or triple the price in about a year. And so I don't want my viewers to miss out. So please let me know what you think about this project. Are you in on it? I'm in on 3. I was thinking about 4, but heck, there's going to be so many out there. I don't know if I want to get 4. And I really don't want to tie my money up that long. So anyhow, like, subscribe to the Hanger out.